Hi, I am Kentageon. Welcome to part 2 of my Minecraft beginner's tutorial. In the last part I went over the very basics, things such as how to move, how to place blocks, basic tool making, and crafting. In this episode I'm going to go over more advanced basics, but things you still need to know to get a good start in Minecraft. One thing that I forgot to go over in the last episode that I really should have is the creation of torches. Light is very important in Minecraft because if you're playing in survival mode on non-peaceful difficulty, monsters spawn when it's dark. So if you're huddled inside your house, you want to have torches. And torches are easy to make. If we go into our menu here, we need coal and we need sticks to make them. You can do it at the crafting table or in your little crafting menu here. And all you need to do is put sticks on the bottom and coal on the top. Each one will give you 4 torches. I'm going to go ahead and make 8 total, but this will allow us to see better in the night. That said, our house is lacking a door, so that's what I'm going to show you how to make next. Doors are very easy to make. You do need your crafting table for it, but you simply place 3 wood here and 3 wood planks, mind you, right here. And with that, we have a door. To place the door, find the block you want to place it on, and voila! Right click to open, right click to close. And now we can cover up the ceiling of our house. A thing of note, if you are playing on hard difficulty, zombies can break through doors. So, iron door, or wooden doors anyway. So if you want a wooden door and there are zombies, just make sure you take care of them because they will eventually get into your house. Now there's something else I wanted to show you, because the area you spawned in might be different than the one I did. And you might not have easy access to a cave like I was so lucky to have in this world. If you cannot find a cave and you cannot find coal, but you still need torches, you can make charcoal. And that's actually very easy to do. If we go back into the house and we go to our furnace, you can use finished wood planks as fuel and unfinished wood as the item being cooked. Once this is cooked, you'll have charcoal, and it serves essentially the same purpose as coal. You can make torches with it and you can cook with it. So there we go, we now have charcoal. So if I replace this with this, and once you see that's out, we have more flame and it's still cooking. It used up the charcoal. But I just wanted to show you that just in case you aren't near a cave, because this will help you get light in your house. And that little ding you hear when I take items out of here, that is experience. We'll go over that at a later time. But now that I have torches, it's best to light up all areas. I mean, that way when you go inside your house at night, it won't be dark, there won't be monsters inside it. The next thing we need to do, we have a full set of stone tools. We need to actually find some iron. And iron is typically going to be on mountains, in caves, underground. You may get lucky and find a large swath of stone above ground, but it doesn't appear that this area has it, so there's not likely going to be any iron up here. So what we're going to do is go into that cave that we just found. I believe there were some coal blocks left, but if not, at least we have a few torches now and we have a piece of charcoal. But as you see, it gets really dark in here, but if I place a torch, suddenly we have light. And there's our coal. Now you'll notice coal is it looks like stone, except it's got little black parts on it. I guess that's the best way I could explain it. Little dark elements. And what I'm trying to do right now is place a block so that this water gets out of the way. Let's do this a little better. I'm going to go back out of here and mine some of this, because water makes it very, very difficult to mine anything. And typically in Minecraft, when you find water like this in a place, by the way, segue here, holding spacebar will help you swim to the top. If you're underwater, you will sink to the bottom, and if you don't hit spacebar, you'll drown. So you want to always swim to the top using spacebar. But water flows typically from a source block, and that source block happens to be right here. If I plug this block up, the water's going to stop flowing. So if I grab this here and bring it down to my inventory, and I just click right here, you'll see the water will stop flowing. In caves, this is going to help you immensely. Same thing with lava, which we will get into later. But now we can collect some more of this coal, which will allow us to create more torches later, and will be necessary if we find iron. So I've collected all of that coal there. I'm I'm going to go deeper into the cave, and I'm going to also set my difficulty to hard mode, just so that monsters start spawning, because I'd like to go over strategy for dealing with monsters. I don't recommend that you play on hard if you are a beginner, because it can get overwhelming, but I just wanted to show you how you might deal with certain situations. And fortunately enough, iron right here. Looks like stone, except there are pieces of tan lines in it, so we know that this is iron. So what I'm going to do now, falling is a big deal in Minecraft. If I were to step off of here on accident, I get hurt. So you want to make sure you don't fall. One way to ensure that you do not fall is to hold the shift key. I'm going to show you the external view. You can always see this by pressing F5. So if I press F5 once, I see the behind of my character. If I press it again, I see the front. If I press shift, my character does this. My view goes a little bit down. But when I press shift, I can walk to the edge of something as long as I'm holding shift, and I will not fall over. If I jump, then I'll fall. But as long as I'm holding shift, I will not fall off of any blocks. So if you're in an area where you might fall, always hold in shift. But I'm going to collect this iron. Iron is one of the most important materials in the entire game. It makes up the third tier of tools. It makes up rails. It makes up doors that are zombie proof. And it's essential. I say you should probably get every piece of iron you safely can. Iron also makes the second best tier of armor as well, so you always want to stock up on iron. And I'm going to make a few more torches here. I need some sticks for that, because I'm running low again on torches. But yeah, as you can see, same thing. That was charcoal I used. And what I need actually is another furnace, so I'm going to create that right now. Do I have enough cobblestone? I do not. So let me just grab that real quick. And I also need another crafting table, so we can create that right here. We have plenty of wood in our inventory. I'm just going to put that crafting table here and use it to make my furnace. Bam. And I'll just place the furnace right next to it. Doesn't really matter as long as you got it. So in this furnace, I'm going to put my coal. The iron is useless because it's ore. What we need to do is smelt it, and we do that in a furnace. Same way we cook. Place the iron in the furnace, and you'll get the timer. Out will come iron ingots, with which we can make items. So we'll wait for that, and once that's done, I'll show you what we do next. Alright, so our 8 iron ingots have just finished cooking. I'm going to take those and put them in my inventory. You see that number 3 on the bottom? That is correlated to that experience I briefly mentioned earlier, and we will get to that at a later date. So now if I right click on my crafting table, I have iron ingots. I can make iron tools the very same way I make stone ones or wood ones. So if I want to make a pickaxe, which is usually the first one I go for, it's 2 sticks and 3 iron at the top. This is the second best pickaxe you can get. Same with the iron sword. We're going to want to create one of those. And I have 3 more left, so I'm also going to create a proper axe. Same recipe, just with a different tool. But now I can show you mining with a stone pickaxe versus mining with an iron pickaxe. Much faster. And we still have the wooden one as well, so I can do a better contrast here. Wood, iron. Big difference in mining speed. And some ores require you to have... Oh, shoot! So, we have encountered our first monster. That was a skeleton. Skeletons... I don't have my... Skeletons shoot arrows, and the closer you get to them, the faster they shoot. So you want to try to lure them around a corner. And if they... For instance, if I were to have charged him, he was up here. I'm going to place a torch down. That sound you hear, by the way, that high-pitched sound, is a spider that is somewhere nearby. If I were to have charged that skeleton, he would have hit me many more times, and I might have died. But since I went around the corner here, I made him come to me, and I was able to attack him up close. That is the strategy I use for fighting skeletons. As I was saying, certain ores require you to have a better pickaxe to mine them. There's our spider. Spiders can climb up walls, but they're not very threatening. See? Oh, jeez. And that was our first creeper. Alright, I'm getting my butt handed to me right now. Let me just turn it on peaceful for the sake of... There we go. I'll turn it back up to easy. Oh, maybe I should have let them despawn first. Let's do that. There we go. I've set the difficulty to easy. Because there's just too much going on at once. Anyway, back on topic. Certain ores require you to have a better pickaxe to mine them. For instance, diamonds require you to have at least an iron pickaxe, and when we go to mine obsidian, we'll need at least a diamond pickaxe to mine it. But yeah, as you can see, my health is lowered, and my food has actually gone down as well. I'm going to collect this coal here and address how we heal after having done so. As you can see, my health is not regenerating. You need to have almost full food in order for it to regenerate. So now that I've eaten and my food is full, I will start regenerating. But yeah, now we have more iron. We have 9 more iron, and we have everything we need to smelt that. So we're going to smelt this iron. And I want to show you armor, because as you can see, those monsters took a great deal of health out of me. If you go into your menu by hitting E, this is where your armor would go. There's 4 pieces: the helmet, the chest piece, pants, and shoes. The recipe for shoes, we can make either iron, leather, or diamond. Now, if I can do most of everything with the leather I have. So if I wanted to make boots, it's 2 here and 2 here. I'm not going to create these with the leather because leather actually has a better use, and since we have iron readily available, I'm just going to wait for it. Alright, so I've got 4 iron. I can make the boots now. If I put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here, bottom left, bottom right, we have iron boots. If I put those in my inventory, then I hit E, I can equip those. I can do so by shift clicking, or if I want to, I can click on them and put them here. Once I do that, you'll notice above my hearts I now have a little chest piece icon. That is my armor rating. This will actually deflect some of the damage and prevent it from taking away health. This becomes very important because if you're being hoarded by monsters like I was earlier, your health will start wearing down very quickly. But if you're wearing armor, it will not be as bad. One thing also I'd like to go over is if you look at the items here, you see that they all have green bars on them. Every item you have wears out over time. If I start mining, and the worse the item is, the faster it will. So this low tier wooden pickaxe will very quickly start wearing down as I mine with it. If you paid attention to that green bar there, you'll see it has moved and will eventually turn yellow and red, and the tool will break. So it's always important to have enough resources to keep going, because as I keep mining, you see that the green bar is now yellow and has gone down. So I have 5 more ingots. With that, I can create a helmet by doing this, just around the top. Now I can have that helmet. It's mine. If I go ahead and equip it, you see I've got another piece of armor on my person. We'll need more iron to make more armor. The helmet and the boots are actually the least contributing to armor rating. The pants and the shirt contribute the most. And what you saw there, I just made all of the torches I could with the materials I had. So I'm just going to go through this cave and look for a bit more iron. Maybe we'll get lucky and just mine whatever coal I see. As always, if you have any questions whatsoever, if there's anything I missed, please let me know. I'll be happy to include it in the next video. Here we go, more iron. We're going to need a lot more than we have, though. Yeah, I think we used everything. So what I'm going to do is find some more iron, and then we'll start back, and I'll show you how to make the other 2 pieces of armor. So you see I've just found a zombie. As you can see, zombies simply walk towards you and attack you. Zombies in this game are relentless. They will keep pursuing you, and sometimes they will be in groups. To beat a zombie, all you have to do is not let it get too close and just swing your sword at it, and it will fall over. Sometimes zombies carry things, sometimes they're wearing armor, and sometimes they will drop rotten flesh. You can eat rotten flesh, but it can poison you, and you can also feed it to pets, which we will get into later. Anyway, I'm still collecting iron, so I will be right back after I've finished. And I have encountered yet another common enemy as of the latest version of Minecraft, and that is the witch. Witches are very dangerous. They throw potions at you, which can cause a lot of damage. My best tactic so far, I've little experience with them, but my best tactic is to just run up very close and dispatch them with your sword as quickly as you can. Anyway, I'm heading back to the furnace now. I will see you guys momentarily. And the iron is cooking, but as you see, there is a monster near me that just blew up. That is Minecraft's most famous monster, known as the Creeper. And its one objective is to get as close to you as it can and explode, destroying you and the things you have built. So you want to be very careful around creepers. The best way to deal with them, I wish he hadn't exploded, is if they get close, one hit, back off. Do not let them get too close, though. Try to hit them from as far as possible. And back off as soon as you hit them, because that will prevent them from exploding. They want to be close to you when they explode, so if you back off, they tend to shrink back down. When they're about to explode, you'll hear the characteristic tss, and then usually the boom comes right after that. If you hear it and you don't see where they are, it's probably too late for you to react, and you're just going to have to take the damage. But if you see where they're coming from and you're fighting them head on, you know, when you start to hear that, just head right back, straight back as far as you can go, and they typically will back off from exploding. But yeah, I'm waiting for the iron to cook now. After that, we'll finish with building our iron, and I think I will leave it at that for this tutorial. Alright, so we're back. We have 17 pieces of iron, which is more than enough. I killed another witch while we were waiting for it to smelt, and she happened to drop a potion of healing. These used to be late game items that you'd get after going to the nether. If you are fortunate enough to get one from a witch while fighting her, I suggest keeping it in what we call down here in the hotbar, because if you're fighting another monster and they have you almost dead, all you have to do is right click and hold. I'm not going to drink it, but right click and hold, and it will restore some of your health very quickly. So now that I have the iron, I'm going to show you the recipe for pants. All we have to do is hug the bottom and top like this, and just leave one open here, and we have our iron leggings. As for the iron shirt, it's every block except for the top center one. So we've got our chest plate there, and now we're going to be fully armored. If I put these on, you'll notice that the bar on the bottom with the armors has increased substantially. This means that monsters are going to do a whole lot less damage to me than they used to, which is good. It's not up to top because this isn't diamond armor, but this is as close as we're going to get until we have lots of diamonds. That said, I'm going to leave it at that for this episode. I hope I'm not leaving too much out. I'm just trying to go over all the basics. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. Same thing with suggestions. If you think there is something I'm leaving out, or if my style could be improved, please let me know. I'm happy to hear anything and everything from you all. Thanks again, and please feel free to like and subscribe if you really like the video, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Hi, I am Kentageon, and this is my basic Minecraft tutorial video. I know there are probably other videos like this on YouTube, however someone requested that I make one, so here it is. With every other frickin' block, it was a battle. But now I know how to fix block conflicts, so at least there's that.